Good evening, everyone. Welcome to A Transformed Life. I'm your host, Nikki Clarke, and today I want to take you on a journey not just through memory, but through transformation, the kind that happens when you quiet the noise and listen for something higher, something sacred. Today's episode is called Following the Divine Whisper. Because sometimes it's not a shout or a command that changes our lives. It's a whisper, a divine whisper. Before the Nikki Clarke show, before the cameras, the interviews, the music, the platform, I was a teacher, a proud, passionate educator. I taught kindergarten, school age, high school, and even college. I poured my heart into the classroom. I believed I was doing what I was meant to do, shaping young minds, building futures, helping students believe in themselves. And honestly, I was happy, or at least I thought I was. But you know those moments where something inside you stirs, like a gentle tug on your spirit? And that tug became a quiet ache. Not a pain, but a knowing, like something was missing. I didn't have the words for it back then. All I knew was that every morning I walked into that classroom, a voice inside whispered, "There's more. There's something else you're meant to do." Now, I'm not talking about an audible voice. It wasn't thunder. It wasn't dramatic. It was still, gentle, and persistent. A whisper from the divine. I'd hear it when I was driving, sitting in silence, in between moments. When the world went quiet, the whisper would return. Step out. Create. There's a platform waiting for you. I remember one day I was in my car, parked outside the school, holding my keys, not ready to turn the ignition. That whisper came again, and this time it felt like a sacred instruction. You've taught in the classroom. Now go teach the world. It gave me chills, not fear, clarity, not confusion, peace. But let me be real with you. Leaving teaching wasn't an easy decision. It was safe, secure. It was everything people thought success should look like. But faith? Faith doesn't always follow safety. Faith often leads us where logic doesn't. So I did it. I listened. I obeyed the whisper. And I walked away from my job, from that steady income, from what was familiar. I left behind a title, teacher or college instructor, that I had carried for years. And I stepped into the unknown with no roadmap, no guarantees, just a whisper and my faith. That leap of faith became the Nikki Clarke Show, a place to spotlight transformational stories and to interview people who had overcome, who had rebuilt, and who had trusted their own divine whispers. It started small, a vision, a dream, a camera, a couple of chairs, a desk. But purpose? Purpose doesn't need perfection. It needs obedience. And when you walk in purpose, doors open miraculously. Now, let me be honest. The whisper didn't come with a blueprint or a business plan. There were days I doubted. There were times I cried. I remember wondering, did I really hear God? Or was it just me dreaming too big? There were months where funding was tight or non-existent. There were times I heard no more than I heard yes. There were nights I went to sleep discouraged, wondering if I made a huge mistake. But here's what I learned. Obedience doesn't guarantee ease. It does guarantee alignment. And when you're aligned, the struggle doesn't break you. It builds you. Because every time I wanted to give up, that whisper would return, just keep going. Don't quit now. Someone's breakthrough is on the other side of your faith. And so, I'm glad I listened. Today, the show has featured hundreds of guests. We've reached people across the country and beyond. I've had the honor of sharing stages, performing, hosting, and being part of unforgettable conversations. And every time someone tells me, Nikki, your show changed my life, I remember the whisper. And every time a young person tells me, you inspire me, I remember the whisper. Every time I think about where I could have been and where I am now, I remember the whisper. It wasn't just about me. It was about the assignment attached to me. And your divine whisper isn't just for you. It's for those you're meant to impact. So let me ask you something, my friend. What whisper have you been ignoring? What gentle voice have you been silencing with fear or busyness? Is it telling you to write the book, start the business, leave the relationship, heal the wound, forgive someone, maybe forgive yourself? You see, the whisper will never scream. It won't force itself, but it will keep nudging. It will keep returning. It will keep calling. And when you finally say yes, your life will expand in ways you never imagined. Here's the truth. The whisper doesn't always lead to comfort, but it always leads to calling. And you don't need to have all the steps. Just take the next one. That's how the path unfolds, step by step, whisper by whisper. And sometimes people will think you're crazy. They'll question your decisions. You might even question yourself. But if the divine planted it in your heart, trust that it's sacred. The whisper is God's way of showing you what's already within you. So today, I invite you to get still, to turn the volume of the world off and listen. What's your divine whisper saying? Whatever it is, honor it, follow it, let it lead you, because it's not just a whisper. It's the voice of destiny calling you forward. This has been a Transformed Life, and I'm your host, Nikki Clarke. Thank you for spending this time with me. Until next time, stay grounded, stay inspired, and always listen for the whisper.